And we are live.
Yay! Hello.
Yay.
How is everyone doing?
Doing great.
Surviving.
I love to hear that. Gosh, it's been what, 2 weeks since our last session?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I don't remember anything, but I'm totally prepared for how this is gonna go.
This is why I made a character who doesn't need to know anything.
I think that was very wise. Unfortunately, I think I probably need to know something. However, before we actually dig into the D&D playing and all that sort of stuff, Tailspire is working now. So I would love for Schlib and Ben, who created this incredible fucking just piece of art, mainly Schlibdy, but Ben, you helped, and so did you, Zeki.
No.
You
Hey, moral support counts.
and hung
Zeki
out.
provided an invaluable commentary.
Yes.
Mhm.
That is a fair statement.
So if you guys could just give us a little tour of the Opera House, since we didn't get to see it last time,
Mm-hmm.
that would be so fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Ben, you've got control over the what everyone's gonna see, so it's up to you. You're the driver.
It's gonna
Here.
take a second to load here. It looks like.
I
But
did
it's
So
so
provide
small.
Tailspire is
driving
working,
rating.
but is
I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Tailspire is working.
Oh, no.
whether or not StreamYard can handle it. All right, here, hang on.
Oh,
It was
no.
just working.
This is
Literally
literally
just
the test we did not
Hilarious.
do.
No, it was up on the
Window,
screen like 30 seconds ago.
Tailspire. Here we go. We're doing it again.
This is why we don't trust the machine.
Hey, there it is.
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
Woo.
sweet.
Scary.
Oh, someone has a wide monitor.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Ben, this looks completely normal aspect ratio for me.
So there you go. Perfect.
All right. Give us
sh-
the grand tour.
Well, let's hang
Schlib,
on.
do you wanna direct me, and I will start wherever you would like us to start.
Sure. We are currently outside of. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the volume down on my end because all I can hear is cars honking at me.
Same.
Oh yeah, Ben, can you stream the audio through? Because we're not getting any of that.
Not getting any of the audio.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Welcome to tech support the stream.
I will say
Yes,
the sound
yes,
of the
perfect,
cars
perfect.
add to this ambiance right here.
Wait,
so
do you hear the
it's kind
cars?
of working. I can hear them.
Wait,
not sure
why
what I
don't I
hear.
hear? Okay, chat. Do you hear cars?
Wait, here. Let me turn them back up because I just turned it down really low.
Chat, if you're driving, please pull over.
Chat, don't drive. Don't
Chat, if you can hear
drive.
cars and you're driving, that's normal and should be expected, but it's maybe not helpful feedback.
To make sure that we got the right little atmosphere setting here. Whoa! Stop being so loud.
I still don't hear anything.
I've had to tell a surprising number of undergrads that they're not allowed to participate in lab sessions while they're driving.
Oh no.
That feels like a thing that should just be sort of expected.
Known.
Also,
You'd think.
I didn't realize that was something I needed to include in the instructions.
Oh, that's so funny.
Shouldn't you like be at the lab for lab?
You should be at the lab for lab.
I
but,
had to do a bunch online because we were in COVID,
Hmm.
which
Oh,
does lead to the question of why are they driving?
Don't chemistry and drive. That is so true, Valor. So true.
yes, I simply do not understand the operation of a Bunsen burner.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. What is this?
this
Very-
is the outside.
Is it?
Interesting. It is very bright. It is not
is
nearly
so
as
bright.
bright on
It's
my
so
screen as
bright.
it is on that screen. That's
I was
very
like, is
odd.
this Christmas on 42nd Street right now?
Yeah, no. it would be- Let's say it's snow. I don't know why it's that bright. It shouldn't
It's
be.
so bright. That's wild. Okay,
That's
here,
not
we
what
can
it
do, though.
actually looks like at all.
Not at
Heaven?
all.
Schlibbity, why
This
does it
is
look
so
like
funny.
Hoth invaded?
It's
And
because it's January. It's snow.
What's hilarious is as soon as I change the way that the oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I mean, I still don't hear cars, so why don't we just go for
Cars
a
are
little
gone
tour
now.
without the cars?
Sure. It really does not want you to. There
Oh,
we
it's
go.
a different
Okay.
color now.
Oh wow.
There
Yeah.
we go. That's what it's supposed to look like.
I like it.
Unfortunately, it is frozen, which is interesting. So I'm moving, but
It's an
it's
on-brand
not.
start. Yes, that is correct, Balor. People should not come within the first 15 minutes of our streams and expect anything other than this.
Other than, why the fuck isn't this working?
We have technical difficulties. That's part of the content.
It is part of the content. It's part of our brands.
Right?
Yeah.
I do wonder if StreamYard actually is unable to handle how much comes through with Tailspire.
Can it handle the just the combat stuff?
That probably. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
Probably not.
It wouldn't, because Ben's not gonna be. I'm gonna be controlling. I'm gonna be doing all the changes and stuff.
Right.
If it's
Yeah.
not even. As soon as there's any movement, it seems to be crapping out. So
Let's try. You know what? Let's. I'm gonna.
Can you lower like the
see.
frame rate or resolution in the game or in Tailspire?
Tailspire doesn't really use up that
All right.
much CPU.
I was gonna say, while y'all are like noodling on this, let's recap
Yeah.
what happened last session. So we are at a Broadway show that has previously come from off Broadway, got some new funding, mostly thanks to Noah's parents, who are some pretty big name actors. Noah himself seems to think that this show is going to be the next big thing, so he is very invested in the production. We have our carpenter Corwin, who has been working on this show for quite some time, building sets, backstage, etc. That is Zeki. And Noah, of course, is Jake. And then at the theater, the lead of the show, who has been in the show since it was off Broadway, she had a stalker. There were some concerns around that seemed to have been brushed off by production, as well as the fact that people seem to be quitting, although it's unclear if they are actually quitting or disappearing. And before opening night on Broadway, the lead did not show up. The producer and director are chalking it up to her being, just flighty and young and not really having that air of professionalism about her. There was some speculation that was not the case. Our sweet friend Tessa turns out looks almost identical to Addie, who is the lead, and somehow got roped into taking her place in this upcoming opening night performance because the producer is refusing to cancel the show, even for potentially very hazardous conditions for all involved, maybe unclear. Our group of performers went up to sort of look for some clues about where Addie may have been, and they found, well, suppose really just Corwin found two of the bodies of the stagehands and theater workers who had disappeared. And he shared that information with Amir, who is the bodyguard of Addie. They both discovered that they are part of sort of this magical underground that just exists in the world. Amir was very unsurprised to hear that Corwin was a part of it. I cannot say that Corwin felt the same about finding out about Amir.
I was shocked. Shocked, I say.
And when we left off, someone who had broken the news to Tessa that there were a bunch of dead bodies and then pushed her out on stage.
That was Amir.
That was definitely Amir. What?
We'll break a leg.
And I think that sort of covers everything that happened last session. Unless I've forgotten anything, please feel free to step in and add some additional color pieces. But everyone kind of, the curtain raised, the show began, and something very unnatural started to happen. And the the PCs had all rolled for initiative as one of the actors had run a sword through one of the other actors, killing him in what felt like it might be more than just a stage combat encounter. So, very quickly before we start, Ben, how are things going? Or do you want me to just move into... I can't hear anything. I'm gonna just go ahead and move into the session in that case.
I have a workaround, but you should get started. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you have all found yourself in this theater where things are beginning to not be as they seemed. The first thing that happens is all around you, and at this point, even the people who are waiting in the rings have sort of found themselves embedded in this scenery because there are no wings and there is no audience. I think, if you listen very, very carefully, you can still hear like pieces of melody coming from the orchestra. But overall, it almost feels like you have been teleported into a different reality. And all around you, people are fighting and clashing and killing. You see soldiers and drow, mostly just drow, fighting each other. And everyone give me a quick perception check.
Alrighty. Like, not people dressed up as drow, but actual drow?
Like actual drow.
Ooh.
So whopping 10.
A whopping 10. Fantastic. Luckily, the DC for this is pretty low.
I also got a whopping 10.
A whopping 10. Perfect.
21.
21.
Virtue boy
Amazing.
over here.
I
Very
got a
perceptive.
Gotta.
The fear has made Tessa alert.
Perfect.
You are close as well.
And what did you get, Zeki?
I soared in with a 9.
A 9. Okay. So the DC for this was a 10. All of you, with the exception of Amir, who I'll get to in a moment, look down at yourselves and you are in full plate armor. Tessa, you moments ago were dressed as oh my gosh, what is her name? Help. This is why prepping is important, people. Andrea, that's her name. You moments ago were dressed as Andrea, and you suddenly are also dressed as sort of an elven soldier. And even for those of you, for someone like you, Tessa, who rolled above a 20, even your facial features have shifted a little bit. You catch a glimpse of yourself in a shield of a soldier as they run by, and you don't look like you don't look like Andrea, you don't look like Addie, you just look like a soldier. Amir, even with your 10, you see sort of as this begins to happen that the actor who is playing Deimos and has been from the start is beginning to walk on stage. And as he walks on stage, he walks directly through where you are, and he vanishes. And as you look down, you see that you now look identical to Deimos. And as that happens, you hear just very, very, very faintly in the distance the first couple notes that lead in to Deimos's first lines. And I am going to send you some text, which, I mean, it's up to you if you would like to perform it or not, but you do know that this is your moment. This is time. You are Deimos currently. What are you going to do?
Oh, for a moment, Amir looks shocked and awed at what's happening, but then the inner bard kicks in, and the notes begin to rise as his ensemble changes to the lead role of Deimos. And not worried about all the other things that are happening, he just immediately goes into like his acting pose, lifting up and just starts to say, "Oh, Andrea, Hearts, Lytria, curse these drow, and curse this war. Only you can I adore. Someday I will see you once more."
Give me a performance check, please.
Oh, I'm good at that.
The show must go on.
Okay, that's going to be a 21.
A 21. Amazing. So just going to give you a quick peek behind the curtain. There will be some lines that come up, which I will send to you. You will say them. I will have you roll a performance check. If you get above a 15, it will give you a group advantage that you can use at any point. So if someone is doing something that is super critical, you can decide as a group to use that advantage then. So with the 21, you have been awarded one group advantage for this session.
Woot, woot.
Ooh.
Lovely. So you all find yourselves in this dark, musty, dank cavern with stalactites and stalagmites coming up from the floors and the ceiling. And it's not as chaotic as the battle which you have sort of just phased through as you enter to this new dimension of existence. However, you are face to face with 4 drow soldiers and 2 spiders. One of these spiders has a normal arachnid body and long blades where its legs should be. And the other spider is monstrous, towering over the drow and its second companion alike. At the end of the last session, I did have you roll initiative, which means that we are just going to jump straight into combat. What I will do, however, before we start, is allow you all some sort of free action as you have now arrived in this space where it is very clear that you are going to have to fight for your lives.
Quick question. So this, being someone who's seen the play, would
Yes.
Amir know that this is like the scene is actually happening? Like this is an actual scene from the play?
Yes. This is a piece of the... I won't even make you roll for that. This is a piece of this gigantic battle scene that is the first act of the show.
Okay, so definitely Amir would be doing exactly what Deimos does and just kind of charging into battle, I assume.
Perfect. Amazing. What is everyone else going to be doing?
Panicking.
Lovely. Perfect. Fantastic.
Searching my body for weapons.
Searching your body for weapons. Anything that's on your character sheet is on there. Okay. Perfect. So first thing that is going to happen, let's see. One of these drow, I don't know, do we want to, Ben, I don't know how Tailspire is working, but if you want to pull that into the forefront and we want to sort of play around and move people on the stage, I'm happy to do that. But if that is, oh my, interesting.
Wow.
Can't really tell what I'm looking at, but I like it. So I would like to be able to see everyone as well, though. Can I? Options. Oh, nope. All right. I don't know how to do this. Someone else will do this while I go through combat. All right. So the first thing that's going to happen is that one of the drow is going to step forward. He has gray skin, pointed ears. He's wearing all black chainmail. And he is going to, let's see, which one of you, Amir, I mean, you did say that you would have rushed forward. So I think that Amir will be the closest person to this drow at this point in time. And he is going to pull out his short sword. And I am assuming that a 12 does not hit your AC, Amir.
Oh, it does not. Mir flexes and bounces off the weapon on his sheer muscles and armor.
Perfect. So this drow lunges at you with his sword, and instead of having his sword find purchase, it just glances off your armor. Corwin, that brings us to you. You are faced with 4 drow and 2 spiders, and one of them has just attempted to stab one of your comrades. What would you like to do?
So I take a second and double take, not noticing at first that instead of my hammer, I seem to be holding my flame tongue greatsword, as I will rush forward and attack the drow that just tried to hit my friend.
Amazing. Give me your roll.
That's a 24.
24. I'm going to say that 24 for sure hits. Give me your damage.
So that is 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. Perfect. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I believe that is all I can do for an action at this point.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything worth doing as a bonus action. I don't think at this point. Actually, how dim or well lit is the stage at this point? Is there just
Well, so it is very dark. Again, you don't feel like you're on a stage.
okay?
You feel like you are in the bowels of a cavern underground.
Okay.
It is not light, if that is the question that you are asking.
That kind of is what I'm asking, because I would like to, as a bonus action, activate my Steps of Night, which when in dim light or darkness, I can magically give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed for 1 minute. I can do
Perfect.
this 3 times and then regain all expended uses after I finish a long rest.
I love that. All right. Go for it.
So I begin to rise like off the ground, kind of peering down maybe 10, 15 feet, just trying to get a better picture of the battlefield and maybe affect the tide that way.
Great. So, Corwin, you rise up into the air. You are in a cavern, so you can't get super high off the ground, but you can. It is a pretty high ceilinged space, so you are able to get, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 feet into the air.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you do this, a second drow who looks very similar to the first, but whose armor is dark gray instead of black, raises his crossbow and does 22 hit your AC, Zeki?
A 22.
You thinking about that one?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, great.
I had hope.
And as it fires off a bolt, the bolt hits you in the shoulder, and you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage. And I'm also going to need you to give me a con save.
Oh boy. That is a 19 for a con save.
That is perfect. So you feel a stinging in your shoulder as this the blade of the arrow grazes just a little bit more deeply than you would have liked through your skin, and you begin to feel sort of this sickness, almost like a fatigue moving through your body, but you are able to shake that off, and you only take those 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Up next, we have Noah. You're muted, Noah.
Can we get the big picture up so I can see where everyone is?
Benjamin, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so I am going to I'm gonna go duck behind the crag.
Amazing. Can you please give me a stealth check?
7.
Great. And sorry, you were trying to hide behind who or what now?
Behind Amir.
Behind Amir. Okay. So Noah basically pisses himself and dodges behind Amir. Just kind of stands there. I think that you all can kind of get the feeling that he is attempting to hide, but like everyone can still see him. He is just kind of like, you know, positioning his body in the same shapes that Amir is taking, hoping that no one sees him. Noah, is that the entirety of your turn?
That's what I got. Yep.
Great. Thank you so much, Noah. The third drow sort of watches that and chuckles. And just because he's a malicious little shit, he fires off a crossbow bolt. I can talk at Noah.
Before we resolve this,
Yes.
Noah feels very strange,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to bend luck as a penalty.
Okay.
Although I guess I do that after the roll. I'm sorry. So
Okay, so that was a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Wait, no, sorry. 21 to hit.
Yeah. Balls. Nope, not worth it.
Not gonna use it? Okay, perfect. So Noah, you attempt to hide because you have really no idea what you're doing here or how you can be of assistance. And seeing that, this drow fires off a bolt that pierces you, dealing 7 points of damage. It hits you right in the calf. And I'm also going to need that con save from you.
Oh. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. So very, very similarly, actually, to Corwin, you begin to feel this lethargy sort of coursing through your veins. Weirdly starting in your calf, which is a strange place for lethargy to start. But again, you are able to shake it off, clear your head, and you stay behind Amir. But you do have a crossbow that is in your calf. Great. That's going to bring us to Tessa.
So Tessa looks around at this scene, and yeah, perfect, just taking it all in. Oh, how I love the theater. And looking at the spider guy on the same like y-axis as Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
She starts to feel this crackling energy radiate through her fingers, and she looks at them and then shoots an Eldritch Blast at this spider guy with blades.
Amazing.
Yeah,
this
just
is the sword spider. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Blade of spider. Great.
Yeah.
Give me that attack roll, baby.
Yeah, we'll do.
Oh my god, spider butt.
Spider
That's
butt.
cool.
Spider butt. I wanna hit this spider butt. That's gonna be wait. What's 6 plus 8? I'm doing great. Math is totally
15?
my strong suit. 15.
6
Wait,
plus
is
8?
it-
14.
14.
Yes, 14.
Wait, I thought you
I'm
were
also
gonna
really
answer.
good at math, guys.
Like, what?
Math. 14. So you shoot off this Eldritch Blast, and the spider uses one of its blades to put it up in front of its face and shield itself from the harmful effects of your Eldritch magic. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
That's all I've got.
Lovely.
Tessa just goes, "Oh shoot."
Great. So the fourth drow stands up, or I guess he is standing, but stands up straight and looks around, surveying the scene. And I believe that Amir is still going to be the closest one to him. So he is going to pull back his short sword and slash at Amir with a 15 to hit.
That misses Amir. I mean
Misses.
Desmond.
Amazing. So essentially, these two drow have just come at you with their swords, and you have been able to block both of these attacks. Next up, the spider, which is, I believe, in the back, if I'm looking correctly, the one without swords, is going to... Who is the closest person to that spider in the back? I can't tell who that figurine is right there. Is that... Someone help me. The one right in the back.
I am not sure.
Well, cool.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
Who
that
is
one of the evil
that?
is that one of the evil drows?
Oh, maybe that is. Okay. So in that case, he
Thanks,
is
Ben.
going to... Thank you very much. That is very helpful. He is also going to scurry his way down towards Amir. And he is going to attempt to bite at anywhere that is unarmored. And that's a 10 to hit, my friends. So I don't think that hits. So Amir has just been left and right, stopping the blows that are coming his way. Bringing us to the sword spider, who is going to turn and blink slowly, looking at Tessa, who just shot this sphere of energy at it. And he is going to slowly move his way up close to her. And he is going to swing one of his sword legs and attempt to hit her in the leg. And that is, 25 to hit.
Against my AC, that's gonna hit.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
So the first sword attack comes and does 9 points of slashing damage, hitting you right in the back of the knee. And having his first attack find purchase, he is going to come at you again with another one of his legs and attempt to hit you in the left knee. That is also going to be a 25 to hit.
Ay, ay, ay.
And that's going to be, I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
14 points of slashing damage. And essentially, as a finishing move, he is going to take his large pincers and he is going to bite down on your shoulder. That might be better. 12 to hit?
That does not hit.
Great. So, whoosh, one leg.
roll. Stumbles out of the way.
Yeah, so one leg slashes you in one leg slashes you in the other leg, and you are thrown off balance. And that little bit of change in gravity, you go off kilter, and he attempts to bite you, and you kind of fall forward, and he misses, which is good because that was going to be the worst attack of the three of them. And that brings us down to Amir.
Okay, Amir is totally in the scene, not truly understanding the
The severity
danger
of the
around it,
situation.
severity of the situation. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. But in seeing the lead of the play get injured, he's going to go. He's going to look over and says, "Fine. Desmond will show you exactly what he can do. Unhand you beast!" And I'm going to just rage as a bonus action
Perfect.
and whipping out my axes from my back. And I'm going to use my first attack and replace it with a grappling attack against the drow that's in front of me and attempt to grapple him to the ground.
Okay, amazing. And that drow that is in front of you is the drow that Corwin attacked, correct? Or is that a different drow? Just so I can keep track in my brain.
Yes.
Okay, the drow that Corwin attacked. Go for it. Let's see.
Alrighty. So I get these at advantage because I am a Goliath, and I get athletics checks. So it would be a contested athletic check.
Okay, great. Let's see how athletic these little babies are.
Or dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay, all right. Let's see.
Or it's the acrobatics.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17 plus. Let me just go back to my 19. I rolled a 21.
Amazing. So you, Amir, jump forward, leap onto this drow, pin him to the ground, sword to his throat, and he is now grappled.
Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to then attack him at advantage because I have the grappler feat, and those who I have grappled, I get to roll at advantage against him. So I'm going to raise up my axe and says, "Let Desmond show you how it's done," and slash down in a blinding rage on the back of the drow. So at advantage, that is a 2. So no for that one. Aha! That is going to be a 19 versus AC.
That is absolutely going to hit. Tell me how much damage you do to this drow.
So I do. Sorry, I dropped the page. Here we are. 1d8 plus 6. Okay. 11 points of slashing damage.
How do you decimate this drow?
Okay. So in my blinding rage, I cleave straight through the head of this drow as blood spews out, and he just kind of gets showered into like this kind of fountain of bloody mist.
Fantastic. I love that. All right. So Amir has just completely destroyed one of the many adversaries that you are facing. However, as this happens, I don't know where they've been placed on stage, but somewhere on this stage that I will find out along with everyone else, another large, monstrous spider phases into existence. And seeing that you have just killed one of its comrades, it is going to scurry forward towards you and not hit you again.
Too fast for this one.
So Amir, you again, left and right, are just delivering killing blows and glancing all attacks off of your armor, as the hero should do in any good battle scene. And that's going to bring us back to Corwin, since that initial drow is no more.
All right. Well, I think I take a look around, and seeing that drow up on the platform, I think it's a platform, or up on some rocks.
Sure, he's up there. He's hanging out.
I mean, I have a feeling that drow's gonna start doing some damage. So I kind of like take the sword, with both hands and kind of swing it like in its direction, casting Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Amazing.
I don't think a 10's gonna hit though.
It does not. Your guiding bolt goes just north of the top of his head. Well, or in the combat view does hit, but fortunately, unfortunately, does not hit in the game. So the guiding bolt passes, just singeing the tips of his hair. And is that your whole turn?
I think it's gonna have to be, yeah.
So that drow kind of glances up at you and scowls, and he is going to return fire. I am rolling like shit tonight, guys. That, unless your AC is a 9, I don't think that's gonna hit. So you exchange a guiding bolt, which he returns a crossbow, and both of them just ever so slightly miss their mark. Bringing us to Noah, who is very poorly hidden and slightly injured.
I don't know if Amir's moved and grappling. I don't know if I'm hidden at all anymore.
Noah is just cowering in the middle of this battlefield, like fuck.
I'm mostly just fixated on my calf, which has a crossbow quarrel sticking out of it. I'm gonna look up at the drow who shot me. You shot me!
The drow just kind of looks at you confusedly, and you get the vibe of, yes, we're in a war. Of course I shot you.
But with that, a chaos bolt is just going to go shooting out from my hand.
Amazing.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 absolutely hits.
All
How much
right.
damage are you going to do to this guy?
Let's find out. That's 2d8 plus 6.
Cool. That's a good chunk of damage. I like it.
That is 1 point of oh, it doesn't say what kind of damage. Fire damage. 4 points of fire damage and then 6 points of whatever. It doesn't say how this works. At any rate, it's a total of 10.
Total of 10?
Yes.
Okay. Lovely. All right. So seeing this, the drow scowls at you and he waves his hand, and I'm going to need to look up exactly how this works, but 60 feet, 15 feet. So Ben and Schlib, since you two are running this, a deep magical darkness spreads out in a 15-foot circle, encompassing mostly everyone over here in this. Yes, that is perfect. And that is going to be his turn. That brings us down to Tessa.
Yes. Tessa's mad now. I'm mad.
I'm mad.
I'm very. Tessa looks at this slashing spider and goes, "That was incredibly rude of you." And as the bard would say, "Thou whoreson Zed, thou unnecessary letter."
It just
and
kind of
some vicious mockery.
pops
So
its head.
that spider could please make a wisdom saving roll.
Well, let's see how wise this spider is. Sure thing. All right, wisdom. How's a 6 gonna do?
Ooh, a 6 against my spell save DC? That's not gonna cut it.
Oh wait. I did it wrong. I misadded it. I don't want to re-roll it though. So that was a 11.
That's still not gonna cut it.
Great. Still doesn't cut it. I love to see that.
So that spider is now got hurt feelings and is taking 5 psychic
Okay.
damage.
Lovely. So the spider, though it doesn't quite understand the words that you are saying,
Doesn't have to.
deep in its gut, it just feels bad, and it kind of shudders. And that is going to bring us to our next dear darling drow.
Also, that spider has disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh, amazing. So the other drow, sensing that its companion has some sort of plan with this darkness that has been cast, a sharp and shooting light comes out of his fingertips, and everyone who is engulfed in that sphere of darkness, I'm going to need a dex save from you.
Critical fail.
Critical fail. Also, I have dark vision. Does
I
that?
don't think that works in magical darkness.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it doesn't. But as I am raging the barbarian, I have danger sense. Dex saves at advantage.
Cool.
And a
very
nat
cool.
20 was the first one.
Amazing. So, is it just the three of you who are in that sphere at the moment? Because Corwin is up. Okay.
I'm
So
up, but am I still in it though?
I think you are actually, because it expands. Yeah. All right. Give me your little deck save.
I rolled an 18.
An 18. Okay. Perfect. So, Tessa and Noah, the two of you look down at yourselves and you see that your bodies are outlined in deep violet light. So despite the fact that there is magical darkness, the two of you are very visible. But that is going to be the drow's turn.
What did I even take?
And that's going to bring us to our large spider friend in the back. And since I believe he can only see, well, nope, he has blind sight. So he is going to continue whacking at Amir. But
He can try.
But instead of biting you, you don't see it, but you feel a sticky thread-like substance shoot out in your direction. And 21, does that hit your AC?
It does, but still very high. My AC is not very high. So I doubt it. Statistically speaking, that would not work. So yes, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yes, it hits.
So this sticky substance, which, I mean, even in the darkness, I think that you can put two and two together. This webbing begins to encircle you, and you are restrained. And on your turn, you will be able to make a check to see if you can break out of this restraint.
Okay.
Amir, it is your turn. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's not. That sweet, sweet sword spider has got to go. So once again, Tessa, you and he have been going back and forth and exchanging blows. And this baby also has blind sight, but you are outlined, which I think does that give me, I should know this, but do I get advantage if you are in Fairy Fire, or if you are in Darkness outlined in Fairy Fire? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Chat as well.
It's if the person attacking is in Fairy Fire, but you are in Magical Darkness.
I think it does.
Yeah, I still think you get advantage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. So this spider is going to, that's not an advantage. All right, 13. That's a 20 to hit.
that hits.
All right. So
I'm gonna die.
I hope y'all have healing. This spider lunges at you, and this time its jaws find purchase on your shoulder, and you are gonna take only 5 points of piercing damage.
Right.
However, you do need to give me a con save.
And a million poison.
It's just so much poison. Oh boy. Oh, con. That's gonna be 15.
It's gonna be 15. Okay. Great. So you're only gonna take half damage because apparently that doesn't do shit. So you're only gonna take 3 points of poison damage.
On top of the 5 or
On top of the 5, yes.
Okay.
And you feel a very similar feeling to what your companions have felt of this like lethargic ickiness. And it hurts you, but you're able to, like everyone else, shake it off, kind of recenter yourself, reground. Just in time for a leg sword to come swinging at you again. It's definitely going to hit.
I was just supposed to be in the audience tonight.
Oh, gosh. So, thwack. Both of the legs. I'm so sorry, Rachel.
Okay.
Both of the legs slash at you and find purchase in your abdomen, doing 6. Total 19 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna die.
How are you looking? How are you looking?
Hold on. Yeah, you said 19 points of damage?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm at 9 hit points now.
Oh my goodness.
Tessa's going to perish.
Tessa's going to have stepped on as an understudy and just get insta-killed. Amir, it is your turn. You are restrained.
The Gamir's not into this kind of kink. And, not on Tuesdays anyway. He's going to attempt to break out. Is there anything nearby that I can still attack? Or I can't see, actually. You said I can't see anything.
Well, you finish one of the drow. You are in magical darkness. So what you can see is outlines of 2 of your compatriots, one of which just doubled over in excruciating amounts of pain, which even through the magical darkness, that is very apparent via Tessa's outline.
Okay, I'm going to try to break free, run over to Tessa.
All right, give me that strength roll.
Okay, I get to do the advantage. All right, natural 1, but that turns into a 13. Well, 13 plus. Sorry. Is it a strength or athletics?
Strength.
The strength? Okay.
Strength check, yeah.
Okay.
Not a save.
Oh, with my super strength because of my belt, that turns into a 24.
Holy shit. All right. So Amir, just moments ago, you were sort of thrown to the floor and restrained, and you see your friend get, you don't know what happened to her, but you know that she is in extreme amounts of pain, and you are able to, with that knowledge, break out of these bonds which have nailed you to the ground and stand up. Are you going to use your movement to get to Tessa?
Yes.
All right, and you are going to rush to your companion to attempt to protect her from whatever harm has been coming her way. I think. Do you have any kind of like bonus actions that you can do that the breaking out of the web was your action?
Oh, yes, I do. And
okay.
Do I know that there's a creature right here?
You do not, but I will allow you to attack with disadvantage because you can infer that something has hurt your friend.
Okay. Well, as I let me see if it's if I can't see it, I might not be able to do it because I'm actually not going to attack because I can't attack. What I wanted to do, well, let me take a quick look. It is storm with 10 feet charge rage. Oh, 1 creature of your choice in the area. Okay.
Perfect. All right. So yes.
So
have at it.
I want to run over and say, Adeline, are you all right? I'll put a stop to this fiend. Desmond, with the power of lightning, crash down, and I'm going to use my storm aura, and I have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hell
DC
yeah!
15.
Let's see what his dex. Okay. Well, He rolled like shit, so he does not make the dexterity save.
Awesome. And it takes 5 points of lightning damage.
Amazing. So you hear a loud crack, and you don't see that your lightning has found purchase, but you do hear a slight sizzling, which tells you that maybe, just maybe, you were able to do what you were intending to do.
Yeah, and I was looking over at Tessa and raising the axe in the air, says, "How's that for current events?"
God, so bad.
And I'll end my turn.
I don't get it.
It's funny.
I liked that one. I heard it. I liked it.
Lovely. So the third spider that had only appeared at the end of the last round of combat cocks his large head and looks up towards Corwin and begins to climb up the side of the cavern to be within reach of our sweet carpenter friend.
Oh, no, you don't.
And he is going to essentially come up right above you on the ceiling of the cave. And does a 16 hit your AC?
I believe my AC is a 16.
So the answer is yes.
I guess so.
So from above you, you feel a sharp pain in your shoulder, and you are going to take 8 points of piercing damage as this gigantic spider is able to bite into you, and I will need a Constitution save from you. Ooh.
That is a nat 20 for a 22.
Lovely. So you are just going to take that damage from that bite. And you are now sort of head to head with this gigantic spider, who, as he is able to inflict just a small amount of damage on you, if a spider could look pleased, you almost sense a smile, and then he begins to shift and shimmer and phase out of this realm. That brings us back to Corwin.
All right, well, I'm going to see Tessa just like almost dead.
Well, you see some lavender light that is sort of bent over in a pained way.
I heard a lot of the screams, so I might not have been able to see
Whimpering.
everything. Yeah, the whimpering.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to drop down, staying like just above her, but almost like I'm swimming downwards.
Okay.
And I put my hand on her shoulder. You got this. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at
Very
third
nice.
level, I think.
We like to see
third
that.
level. Giving Tessa 16 points of health back.
Wow.
And that'll be my turn as I float away. Now go kick some ass.
Mechanically, are you floating away out of range of the spider that is next to Tessa?
Well, I was behind Tessa.
So you don't think you ever got in range? Is that what you're saying?
That's what my thought process there. But I mean,
All
the
right.
TM. I mean, let's see what the combat view is cooking up.
Yeah. Does it look like he? You know what? All right, that is fine. I will allow you to get away unscathed, because I'm being kind, and also I almost killed Tessa.
So great.
Lovely.
Wasn't even supposed to be in the show today.
Perfect. So this is now the second drow, well, I guess the third drow's turn, since two of his friends are dead. But also since this drow does not have blind sense, he really can only see Noah and or Tessa. And he is going to shoot a bolt at Noah, which is going to be, well, even at advantage. I don't think an 8 hits you.
It doesn't.
So
Close.
despite I don't even want to know what your AC is. But so despite the fact that you are outlined in these shining, shimmering lights, I think that he is a little distressed at seeing two of his friends and comrades perish, and both of his bolts go awry, bringing us to Noah.
What the fuck was that? I'm gonna start, and this is gonna require some DM assistance here.
Sure thing.
Scrambling in any direction. I have
All right.
no idea where I am.
Roll a d6 for me.
5.
5. All right, great. So you are going to start scrambling directly down stage.
All right, and I'm going to do that until I either hit something or get out of the...
I believe you would hit a mirror. Correct me if I am wrong, Tailspire friends. Looks like yes.
Awesome.
You would bump into a mirror as you are
How much movement?
scrambling.
So presumably going around or over or through a mirror is going to require at least double movement to get through it.
Yes, absolutely.
So am I able to hit that impediment and then continue?
Either
How far can I
Schlib
make
or
it?
Ben, who has those DM tools open, please tell me how far he can go with that being difficult terrain, where Amir and Tessa are.
I have a total of 30 feet of move speed.
And you look fabulous, by the way, in your Vinny.
Yes, I love that.
And is that, once it happens, going to be the full extent of your turn, or do you have any kind of bonus actions or actions you would like to do?
Well, it depends if I can make it out or not.
Okay. It's looking like you can, based on the measuring
All
that's
right,
going on
let's
behind the scenes.
Get me out of that darkness.
Perfect. You are still fairy fired, but you are out of the darkness.
Yes. And when I get out of the darkness, am I able to see anything?
You
Other
are
than
able to see Tessa, and I believe one of the drow is still in the back, not in the magical darkness, and the phase spider would be if it was not phased at this moment.
Fair enough. Why do you keep shooting at me? And then I'm gonna get another sort of sick expression on my face as another chaos bolt shoots out of my hand in the general direction of the friendly drow.
Give me that roll to hit pulls.
That is a 24 to hit.
That is absolutely going to hit. Tell me about
And-
this chaos bolt.
Again, I put this in the private chat, but I want to remind you that anytime I cast a spell of first level or higher, you can ask me to make a roll.
Oh, yes, please, actually, because you are chaos. I forgot about that.
All right, so I'll do that before we resolve the damage.
Yes. Did you cast another? Did you cast another spell?
This is my second
Earlier?
time casting Chaos Bolt.
Okay, then you probably will need to give me 2 of those.
Well, the first one was a 1. So you get to do your thing.
Okay, hold on a second. I gotta pull up that table.
Ooh, shenanigans.
Sorry, you are a, what is your class called?
I'm a sorcerer.
Okay.
In the meantime, while you're looking that up, I deal 17 points of thunder damage, but also the rolls on my dice are 2 8s, which means that the Chaos Bolt would then leap to a different creature within 30 feet if there is any, assuming there's anything else.
All right. Well, first, let's resolve your 2 wild magic rolls, or 2
Sure.
D100 rolls for me.
So just one D100. I rolled
Not-
one 1, which triggers the wild magic.
Right.
gate.
Okay. Got it. So what are you rolling on that D100 for me?
Technically, you get to roll it.
Technically, I get to roll. I mean, I won't
If
say
you want
no
me to do it,
that.
I'll do it.
I'll
but
do it. I got
this
my
is-
Ducky D100. I'm happy.
I rolled the D20. You roll the D100.
All right, that is gonna be. God, I'm scared.
I'm excited.
For the next minute, you feel different, faster, maybe. It feels like you can do more. And all of your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So sorry, what was that damage that you rolled?
17 thunder damage.
Holy shit. All right, how do you want to eviscerate this drow?
Just my eyes are shut, my hands sort of out, and this, sort of wobbly bolt of lightning meanders its way across. Sort of like quizzically, the drow's watching this thing coming towards it. And then it just sort of lightly contacts and explodes.
Fantastic. So you, for the first time in your life, I believe, have murdered someone. How do you feel?
What the fuck? But also,
Wonderful.
because I rolled on my d8s the same number on each dice, if there's another target that I can see,
I don't
within
think you
30 feet.
can.
Okay.
I think everyone is in darkness. However, I believe that the drow you just killed is the one who cast darkness. So, as this drow sort of explodes, the darkness begins to fade away, and you can see everyone again, but your 2 friends are still very lit up. However, you can, I don't know if I'm going to rule that since that guy died and the darkness dropped at the same time, I will allow you to move that damage onto one of the other creatures.
So if there's another target within 30 feet, I then have to make a new attack roll.
Okay, sure. Give
see.
me a new attack roll on any of the guys that were in that darkness.
I don't know who. So I know there's a spider.
So there are 2 drow left and 2 spiders that you can see.
Let's go with the spider.
Which one? The one with the long swords or the other giant
The
one? in the
green
back?
one.
Okay, that's one with the long swords.
That's a critical fail. That doesn't hit.
Cool.
Sorry,
All
game.
right.
I
So you are able to just completely destroy this drow in the back, and you're feeling a little bit emboldened, especially as you're starting to feel quicker and a little bit more powerful, and you attempt to transfer that magic onto the spider that has been attacking your comrade, and it just completely goes awry and shoots up onto the ceiling, bounces around a little bit, and fizzles out. And that is your turn.
That's what I got.
Tessa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing in the dark with my longsword at the spider.
It's not dark anymore.
Oh, it's not dark anymore.
You're
Oh,
still
okay.
lit up, but it's no longer dark.
Cool. I'm gonna try and hit this spider with my longsword.
Please do.
Cool beans. That's gonna be a 19 on my sword.
That definitely is going to hit.
Haha, take that. So, wait. 1D. Where's my 10? No. Take 3 damage, please.
Lovely. All right. So you pull out this sword and you finally hit, and it barely flinches. It honestly seems completely unbothered by the fact that it has just been stabbed is a generous word, truly, for what just happened to it. Grazed by your weapon. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Run away.
Do you want to?
I would like to get away from this spider.
Okay. You will provoke an opportunity attack if you do so.
Tessa doesn't care. She's so scared.
Okay, all right. So as you run back, does 19 hit your AC?
Sure does.
Sure does. All right. So as you sort of just stumble back, attempting to retreat out of the grasp of this thing, you are going to take 9 points of piercing damage. And I will still require that that con save. I almost gave you the DC, but I'm not going to do that.
I failed my con save.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
you still have Bardic Inspiration. I don't know if you used it yet, but
Oh, I haven't. Does
But I don't know if it's
does
that
that negate a natural one?
oh no.
No.
All right. So as you are attempting to escape the reach of this thing, first it bites you and you feel the piercing of its talons or claws or whatever. What do spiders have? Pincers, that's the word. And you take that initial bit of piercing damage, and then you're going to take another 10 poison damage. And interesting. Okay. You're just going to take those 10 poison damage because you're still up, right?
Yes. At 6, I'm still up. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Lovely. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's just going to be those 10 points of poison damage. But you do manage to move back however far it is that you were trying to go and get out of range of this spider.
Toward the wings, trying to see if there's an exit to the stage.
Give me a perception check very quickly.
Cool. That's gonna be 12.
You're in a cave. There are no wings. There is barely an audience. It is only you only know that there is some sort of show going on based on just every once in a while the light orchestral notes that kind of float through the air that are nearly imperceptible. But you are here. You are not, as far as you can tell, you are not on a stage. There is no exit. There are no wings. There is no pit. There is no apron to this stage. You are just fighting drow in a cavern underground.
Very cool. I would like to use my free action to cry.
And you burst into tears. The second to last remaining drow, who was the one who cast Fairy Fire, is going to turn his gaze onto Noah, who did just explode his friend. And he is going to, what is that to hit? Well, it's a natural 19.
Hold on a minute.
Yes.
I am going to bend luck a bit here.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
And I get to take away a D4 from.
Do you want to roll the D4? I'll let you roll it.
I'll roll the D4. That's a 4.
So that brings it back down to a 19.
Oh.
Does 19 still hit?
19 hits.
Okay. Well, gee. All right. So, a crossbow bolt comes at you, and you take. Where is my D6? There it is. You're gonna take 6 points. 6 points of piercing damage, and I'm also gonna need that sweet con save from you.
Ow! Yeah, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Gives me advantage on an ability check or a saving throw.
Okay.
That's a good thing I did, because I had a 1 and the other one is an 18 for a 24.
Okay, amazing. So, flop! This bolt grazes off of you and does some more damage, which again, to you, someone who guessing it's probably never even been in a fight.
I took the nail once.
Right, exactly. So you've now been struck by 2 different crossbow bolts, maybe 3, I don't know. Many crossbow bolts at this point in the encounter. But you have somehow managed to evade that sickness and that lethargy that each one of them has brought with it up until this point. It is the giant spider's turn. The spider is going to sort of scuttle his way down and move to Amir, since Amir has seemed to be the most efficient at killing and also the hardest to hit. And he is going to snap at you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he snaps at you and somehow misjudges the distance between his pincers and your head and just snaps like an half of an inch in front of your face, almost grazing your nose, but just missing it.
You fear me, Desmond.
You're like, who am I? Seeing this, its friend is also going to, now that the person who it has been slashing at and biting at is no longer within its grasp, it's going to turn its beady little eyes to you and 19, does that hit? You, Amir?
I am going to look on over and say, you can look at Desmond, but you cannot touch. And I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration to use my reaction to hit him with these cutting words and try to reduce that.
All right, what are you going to reduce it by?
Okay, let me just confirm what my die is. Okay, I'm more of a barbarian than a bard. That's going to be a 4, so -4.
So that's a 15 to hit.
Which misses the AC 16.
All right, so one of those legs, flop, begins to graze the side of your arm, and you. What do you say to the spider?
I just kind of stare at him and says, "Your mandibles are tiny. You are a pathetic example of a spider."
And as you say that, it sort of blinks at you, and those words, the distraction of them, it just slightly misses the mark, but it is going to come back down with another leg.
Amir has no more.
That is a 16 to hit with the other leg.
That hits.
That hits. All right, so that is going to be oh God, 16 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
So the first blow does not find its mark. The second blow absolutely does. It finds that one little spot in your armor that it can get through. And it takes a pretty good chunk of your flesh away with it. And then lastly, it is going to attempt to bite you.
All right, but if it's not magical, the normal slashing damage,
it is normal slashing damage.
I take half of that.
Yes, which is great. Good for you. Important for you. I'm dropping my dice. So it's going to come down, and it does not hit you as it attempts to bite. So 2 of its 3 attacks miss, but 1 does find purchase and does take a bit of you away with it. Amir, it is your turn.
Alrighty then. So, well, since the spider's right in front of me and trying to attack me, I'm going to go. I'm going to look around and then start remembering some of the words from the play and say, "I, Desmond, will stop you, Drow, from taking over our country." Andrew, and I look back at her, cowering. Don't you worry, Desmond will keep you alive, and I will then let out a large roar, and then my clothes will kind of rip, and I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Great, give me that reckless attack.
All right, so attacks against me are at advantage, but I also attack at advantage.
Perfect.
All right, it's natural 19 and a 3, so that is going to be a 19 plus 9 because I'm using my battle axe.
I think that hits.
28. right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Alrighty, so that is attack number 1, and that is going to be just roll minimum damage, 7 points of damage for the first.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the second attack, all right, 14 plus 9, 23.
That will also hit for sure.
All right, rolling damage.
I
Oh
believe in
man,
you.
I should have used 2 hands. I'm so stupid. That's going to be 10 points
Okay.
of damage.
Nice.
And does it still look alive?
It looks very alive still.
Okay, then I will bonus action call down the power of lightning as I raise up my axe and need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see how dexterous this little Spidey is. Okay. 21.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to. So it takes half damage.
Okay.
So 3, so 1.
What did you do to it?
Lightning damage. I call down the lightning once again.
All right, so your lightning crashes to the ground, and the spider is able to scuttle out of the way just in time, taking negligible damage from the lightning. But you were able to hit it twice with your axe, which is better than a lot of people have done. So that is very good. Next up, we have this phase spider who's going to come back into focus. Ooh, it's just me. Hello. Oh no, help.
Speaking of coming into focus.
Speaking of coming into focus, me. And is going to scuttle down to where all of the action is. And since you reckless attack, does that mean that he has advantage against you, or just the sword spider has advantage?
No, I'm totally out in the open. He can double hit me. Well, roll twice because he gets advantage.
Okay, lovely. So this spider is going to climb his way down the walls, and he is going to. Ooh, that's a crit, baby. That's a natural 20. I don't know if you can see that. And finally, one of these spider bites is going to land in some of the holes in the armor, and you are going to take. That's not bad. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And please give me a con save.
Okay, I'm good at those 2. On the meat shield, y'all. Not today, natural 1.
Natural 1. All right, this is too many dice, and I have to do it in online because I don't.
Oh no!
Physically.
It's okay. I'm the meat shield.
You're going to take 17 points of poison damage.
17. Okay. All right. Not too bad. I don't think I have any. Nope. Just poison is just normal.
Great.
Ugh.
So finally, one of these spiders is able to sink his teeth into you, so to speak. And you feel its venom begin to sort of course through your veins. But you are still up, you are still active, and that is going to bring us to Corwin.
All right. And I see the battlefield and what's left. And I see just a lot of 8-legged freaks.
And still True Drow, don't forget.
And still True Drow. Still True Drow. So I think with that, I'm just going to swoop in. Or actually, no, I don't need to swoop. I can keep my distance.
Okay.
As I will try Guiding Bolt once again at 2nd level. I think I will try to hit that flickering spider that is behind Amir.
The one who just bit Amir, correct?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Lovely. All right. Roll.
15?
15. That does hit. Yep.
All right. That is 14.
14 points of damage. Very nice.
And let me just check one little thing. Yeah, that's it. Just 14.
So
Which
your
is-
that's a good amount of damage. Your guiding bolt strikes true right at the many eyes of this spider. And he sort of stumbles back and unnaturally shakes off the pain and the damage that you have just caused him. And one of the drow is going to haul back, and he is going to attempt to fire a crossbow at you, as you are the person who attacked last.
That's fair.
17 to hit.
That hits.
So the bolts flying in the air. Another one finds its way into your flesh, and you will take 8 points of piercing damage, and I will need that con save once again.
Con save, here we go. It's an 18.
An 18. A familiar sensation at this point begins to course through your body, and it almost doesn't scare you anymore because you felt it so many times now in this battle, and it has never done more than just ache a little bit and then evaporate. So you are a-okay minus the other arrow that has just hit you smack in the flesh. Noah, it is your turn.
All right. So which is the drow that shot me last? Since I'm turning into something of a pincushion.
Yeah, I think it's that one that's being waved at you in the back corner.
That purple one?
Yeah.
That one looks like it's probably more than 30 feet away, huh?
Yeah. But there is
But I'm
another drow.
not that smart. Yeah, so I'm going to start with a bonus action telekinetic shove.
Okay.
To shove the drow who I see closest to me, who I assume is the one who's shooting at me.
So smart. Actually, give me an insight check to see if you can figure out which of the drow was the one that was shooting at you.
Oh, that's surprisingly good. That's a 15.
Aw, well, I think you have an inkling that this might not be the one, but also it's really hard to tell. It's dark. They're
And
all
it's-
wearing roughly the same armor. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so telekinetic shove, target a creature within 30 feet of me must succeed on a DC 16 strength save or be moved 5 feet away from me.
All right. So let's see. Strength +0. He did not succeed on that.
All right, so first he gets shoved.
All right. So the other drow, not the one that was shooting him, gets shoved back 10 feet.
Yeah. And then
Look at it went away.
Oh, that wiggle.
guys, does it seem cold to anyone? And an ice storm is going to appear centered around all those bad guys.
Does that
in-
include your comrades?
I mean, ideally it wouldn't, but I think it's
I
probably
think it
going to
has
get at
to.
least one of them. Yeah,
Yeah. What's the radius on that?
20 feet.
20 feet. And is it a cube, a cone,
It's a cylinder.
it's a cylinder? All right. Let's see what that's going to look like and who needs to.
I'm assuming since I'm in a movie in a Broadway theater that a pinch of dust is not hard for me to come by.
No, it's
So it's
everywhere.
a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. Each
Ooh.
creature within must make a dex save.
All right, so that looks like it is two of the three spiders, I think, plus a mirror That might be it. So let me do that for the spiders, and then Amir, it's a DC what saving throw?
DC 16. Dex.
All right.
Dex. Oh, I get the advantage on those.
So the giant spiders fails.
And I also passed my wild magic.
Great. And the sword spider will succeed. So the large hulking spider is going to fail and take full damage on
Okay.
whatever.
Amir rolls
so-
an 11, so he fails as well.
Okay, so let me roll the damage. Sorry, Amir.
It's okay.
This seemed like it was important. I'm going to need to pull out some more dice for this. 1 sec.
Ooh, baby.
Actually, I think it's the giant spider. Okay.
Like I said, I'm sorry. Oh boy.
What'd you do?
That is 10, 21 points of damage
21.
And
for anything that failed, and for anything that succeeded, it is half.
all right. So Amir is not affected by the cold. He's from a very cold area.
Oh wait, hold on. But Amir, you're raging, right?
Yes.
So I think that would make you take reduced bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's also bludgeoning damage.
Some of this is bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
9
Yes.
9 points of this is bludgeoning damage,
Oh, good. And the other one is just cold damage.
and the rest of it is cold damage.
Amir's from the north. He's resistant to cold damage, so he takes half of that too. You
I'm
don't
also
worry.
Perfect.
being told that all of the spiders are in there. So let me roll a save for our sweet phasey boy.
So that was
That definitely saves. Okay.
Oh, now your dice rolls are good.
4.
Guess I just got a DM more. What can I say? All right. And then I cannot tell if the drow are in there. I do not think that they are. I don't know. It doesn't look like they are. All right. Cool.
Yes, apparently they are.
Wait, they are? Even the one that's way far in the okay, cool. I'll roll for them as well. So it's gonna be dex
Everybody got hit.
That's
It was a massacre.
that's a natural 20 from one of them. Although I don't know if it's really gonna matter. And what was the save on that? That was a DC what?
16.
Okay, one of them fails, one of them succeeds. The first one of these drow, as this sort of hail of snow and ice comes down, how does it kill him?
It starts with just like a couple snowflakes, and he looks up, and then a massive hailstone just brains him.
Lovely. So a large hailstone that has picked up more velocity than is reasonable given the amount of vertical space in this room, just jettisons down and enters through the top of his skull and exits through. Gonna say his asshole. That just feels right. And one of these drow is no more, and the other one is looking very winded by all of this snow and ice, as are truly almost all of the spiders. No one is looking particularly well right now.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Tessa, it is your turn. My sweet crying baby angel.
Tessa weeping and just is like calling for her father and going, "Daddy, help, please help." And then she remembers that her father gave her a taser for the big bad city. She reaches into her satchel, and it's not a taser she pulls out. She pulls out a wand.
Oh my god, amazing.
And this is a wand charged with magic missile. And Tessa's just gonna shoot this, what was supposed to be a taser, hoping that tasers come out at the big spider right in front of her.
Great.
And all 3 bolts are going to hit this spider.
Lovely. Please tell me how much it hurts the spider.
Okay. When I roll my D4, I multiply that by 3 for each bolt. Yes.
I think it's 1d4 plus 2 for each. Hold on. Magic missile.
Yeah, it should be 1d4 plus 1, and then you
Yeah.
add a d4 per level.
Yes.
That you cast.
Okay, cool. Then that's gonna be 5 damage.
5 damage. That is exactly how many hit points that giant spider had left. So tell me exactly how this taser turned magic missile decimates this big old guy.
Tessa holds it full force out with both hands and just like says a tiny little prayer to Dionysus, the god of theater, and just like pulls the trigger in her brain, and these 3 bolts loop around each other and then descend on this spider. His legs buckle from under him, and this massive amount of violence, thanks to my warlock self, I am emboldened and strengthened and receive 11 temporary hit points.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm not dying as bad anymore. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yay.
And just like a tear-stained Tessa goes, "He's dead? I got him."
Seeing this, the only remaining drow is going to snarl at you and, well, what's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
The baby's AC is 14.
He is going to snarl at you, but he is so deeply incensed with just the sheer severity of the loss that is overcoming them that he does not strike true, and his bolt goes askew into what would be the wings, but is now just the sides of the cavern. And it is now the sword spider's turn, who is once again going to lunge at Amir. And technically, he still has advantage. Is that
Yep.
correct, Amir? Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am.
That's 24 to hit, which
That
I
hits.
imagine is going to hit. So he is going to chomp down, sinking his teeth once again into your shoulder in the exact same spot that the other spider had found purchased last time. That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage, plus that sweet constitution saving throw.
Okay. Now I am good at that. Last time was a nat 1, so statistically speaking, a 17.
A 17. That is absolutely going to pass. And you're still going to take half damage, which is going to be, let's see, 12 points of poison damage. As he is going to rear back and bring 2 of his long, shiny, sworded legs to hit you in that exact spot where his teeth were moments before. That's going to be a 25 to hit on the first one, and I'll just roll them both, and then a 24 to hit on the second one. Let me just see if I crit. I don't. So both of those are going to hit, and you will take 22 points of slashing damage as the blades dig in exactly where the pincers were moments before, since the spider knew that was a space that he could find some flesh.
Oh, Amir is looking kind of bloody, but he's into it.
Amir's like, this is my kink. Amir, it is your turn.
He's into it. He's in. The show must go on as Amir stands tall, bloodied. He's going to continue to be reckless and continue to rage, as he is going to say, "Oh, you vile beast, Desmond shall chop you in half." And he goes and is going to with 2 hands, I keep forgetting to do that, so to get the versatile, slash down with his large axe. So that is going to be at advantage. So that is going to be dropping a 2, but gaining a natural 20.
Woo! All right. The anger from being hit 3 times in a row by this large beast fuels your next strike.
Okay, so that is going to be... Let me go ahead and roll. Now, is it roll and double, or is it roll just twice?
Double the dice.
Double dice. Got it. Thank you. So that's 2d10. All right. So that's going to be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 points
Woo!
of damage.
Fantastic. This spider has seen better days at this point. But he is still standing on his sharp, pincered, sword-like legs, and is not fallen yet.
Okay, Amir will continue with his second attack.
Great.
All right, so it's a 12 and a 5. So the total is 12 plus 9, so 21? Yeah. Yes.
21 is definitely going to hit.
Okay, doing nice. 9 plus 6, so 15 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah. A trickle of blood, a trickle of silvery blood begins to drip down the sides of his body where you hit him. He is up, but he is unwell.
And
that
as a
okay.
bonus action, Amir will
Yeah.
then shout out and once again call down the thunder as he crackles, and I need him to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure thing. Let's see what he gets. 22.
Okay, so he takes half of 5, so 3 points, I guess, or is it 2
Okay.
points?
I'll give him 3 points. Why not?
Oh, okay, lightning damage.
So whack, 2 times in a row, you are able to carve away at the flesh of this beast. And then a spire of lightning comes down from the ceiling, which the spider is able to dash out of the way of, but still a small amount of sizzling flesh can be smelled across the arena. Great. That brings us to Corwin.
All right. Let's get what's left here. And I look at the crazy sword spider is just barely hanging on, right?
He looks better than the drow and the phase spider do, but he is not looking well.
Okay. Who would you say looks the least good?
Either perception or insight check for me, please.
All right, I can do that.
Oh my god, this spy needs to die. It's it's doing so. I didn't think it was this tanky.
He's a tanky boy.
Does so much damage.
With an 8, they all look pretty.
They
much the
all,
same.
honestly, you could walk out now and they might just die on their own. You know, it's kind of
They
hard to tell.
could.
They could.
But I see that spider has been like terrorizing all of my companions and stage friends. So I'm going to take my sword and kind of drop down, swinging the sword over top, or attempting to drop down and like chop this thing in half.
Yeah, let's see you do it.
That's a dirty 20.
That's absolutely going to do. Well, it's going to hit. I don't know if it's going to do it, but we'll see.
I'd also like to use my divine strike as I bring down the sword. So in like this fiery rage, I not to step on the barbarian's toes, but I swing down, dealing 11 points of damage, 8 fire damage and 3 radiant damage.
So it's 11 points?
Yes.
Okay. You come down on this spider, and your sword does find somewhere to stick into the body of the beast, and it does appear to hurt it quite a bit. However, it is still standing.
Still standing.
I'm still standing. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so. No, not at this point. But I guess I would just drop to the floor next to Amir kind of side by side if I could.
Cool.
So that way, maybe I directed some of the attention away from Amir, who's been taking all these hits
Absolutely.
and can share in some of the brunt.
Cool. Noah, that brings us to you.
Why are there still spiders? I'm gonna run up and hit it with a shocking grasp.
Noah's having a hard time adjusting.
Yeah, that's a 26 to hit.
Which one are you hitting? The phase spider or the
The
sword
one that's
spider?
right next to me. The one that's close to me.
Okay, great.
That
Go
one.
ahead. Yep, you hit it.
That's a 26 to hit. It takes 2d8 damage. 2d8 lightning damage.
It's so
16
funny.
lightning damage.
How much?
16.
Okay,
Sorry, I
all
don't mean
right.
to keep hitting the thing in D&D Beyond. I opened
Noah,
up
you rush over to the spider that has been terrorizing your friends for a good chunk of time now. And how do you finish him off?
I just sort of I'm gonna give myself problems for the next turn, but I'm gonna just sort of trip as I'm trying to run and just sort of fall into it, and as I fall on top of it, my hands start sparking and just sort of pass through it and into it, and I'm sort of lying in the viscera and spider guts as it sort of steams from the inside out.
Lovely. I am obsessed with that. You are currently prone.
Yes.
And did you give me your wild magic roll to check if you
I
need
don't
to-
need it because Shocking Grasp is a cantrip.
Perfect. All right. We are good. In that case, Tessa. There are
Yes.
two creatures left, both of whom look exhausted and bloodied. And I would say that at this point, the biggest threat has been vanquished, which was that spider with the long, spindly sword legs. However, there are still two people here. Well, one drow, one phase spider. And they are still gonna fight until they die. So, what would you like to do?
Cool. Tessa's feeling a little more confident, and is going to throw that crackling energy, that eldritch blast at the spider closest to her.
Okay.
So I gotta make a ranged attack. It's gonna be an 11.
An 11 is not gonna cut it, I'm
Nope.
afraid.
Fun. It just kind of like sputters out of, like, the crackling energy just kind of sputters out of her fingers, and she's like, what is happening? She's just so distraught. Nothing is working.
You do have bardic inspiration. If you didn't use it, just like no.
Oh,
no.
Yes. That is, and then she looks at her comrades in the fight and is gifted +3 to make it 14.
14, this is at the spider?
Yes, at the spider.
14 is just gonna hit.
Oh, and then like the energy like crackles out and strikes this. Like, oh, it's the real journey was the friends we made along the way. isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, this is. Oh, she just remembered what a good makeup job Amir did. And it just, like gives her like that extra push.
Yeah, for sure, for
Oh
sure.
my
And how much damage are
gosh,
you
that's
gonna?
real cute. Where's my D10? Whoa. There you are. Come here.
What is the damage dice for this? I'm curious if it's even possible to not kill it.
It's gonna take 10 force damage.
10 force damage?
Yeah.
Lovely. Please describe exactly how this spider becomes reduced to nothingness.
So there's this sputtering moment of oh, this isn't gonna work, this is too much, and then it sort of like almost like whirs to life, and like this crackling energy explodes in two beams from Tessa's hands, and this spider kind of like lifts up into the air with the force and sort of like contorts all around, and then just kind of like crumples in on itself in like this like shuddering zappy kind of thing, and almost just kind of like after you hit a spider with a newspaper, like what its body looks like after that. And it
I
just
love
kind of
that.
like zzz on the
Perfect.
ground. And that
Fantastic.
gives Tessa another 11 temporary hit points.
Tessa is feeling beefy as fuck right now.
Tessa's doing great.
The drow, seeing all of its comrades vanquished, is going to narrow his eyes, and you can see his resolve that if he's going to go down, he is going to go down fighting, and he's going to fire what will probably be one last crossbow bolt at Tessa. That's going to be a 20, God knows what to hit. And the last bolt is going to do 8 points of piercing damage. And I will need that con save from you once again.
Ah, beans.
Oh, beans.
Ah, beans. That's going to be a 12.
It's going to be a 12. For the first time in this combat encounter, that save is not going to cut it. So you feel that lethargy, that exhaustion, that deep ache in your muscles. It feels almost like you have the flu or some kind of disease, and you are poisoned for the next hour.
Oh, no.
And you see just a small hint of a smile cross the drow's face, knowing that he might be going down, but at least he's not going down without leaving some sort of impact. Amir.
Alrighty. So seeing Tessa get hit, Amir still recklessly and in a rage will just kind of crackle with lightning. And as he does, he's going to pull out of his pack a glowing spear that once you see it kind of have like a blue arcs of lightning going across it, and he's going to say, "No one touches Amir's friends and gets away with it," as I'm going to pull out my javelin of lightning and shoot it across, overkilling the hell out of this at this final drow for an attack with let me just confirm that. All right, so that is going to be, I'm gonna pull up the effect here. All right, that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That is going to hit. I don't think it's possible for you not to kill him. I guess just tell me how much damage you do.
Okay, so since it got hit by the lightning returns back to a lightning bolt. I target each creature in a line with half as much. So successful turns back to a lightning, making it okay. I just wanted to make sure. So it's going to be where is it? Here it is. Okay, it's going to be 8. 8 plus 4.
Doesn't matter. Tell me what happens to this drow as it fires its last bolt, finally being able to poison one of its opponents. And you...
I whip out this and my muscles go large and thick, and I'm still covered in the blood of my enemies as I reach out and kind of javelin throw, like Olympic style, this lightning bolt that streaks across, blasting the drow into pieces as his body like fries and explodes. And after the rain of chaos and organs and blood, as I stand there, I turn around and go, "Shocking, isn't it?"
Good Lord. All right.
I got that one that time.
So as the final spear pierces the heart of your final combatant, a number of things happen at the same time. The first thing that happens is you hear the roaring of an audience cheering and applauding. Although you cannot see any audience, it is just so aggressively loud in your heads that it's almost painful, except for that it feels healing. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll me the benefits of a short rest.
Do you mean with using
Hey,
hit die?
nope.
Yes. Yep. Whatever you get from a short rest, you are all just slightly more put together, a little bit less injured than you were at the end of this scene. The second thing that happens is that the world around you, the cavern, the drow, the spiders, all begins to shimmer and fade and shift. And all of you, all four of you, feel almost rooted to the spot, as if you cannot move. You can only watch as the scenery changes and you see pillars and spires and marble floors, passageways. It's almost like you are jettisoning through a castle as you come to rest in what appears to be a castle corridor. So what is everyone thinking at this moment in time? I'd like to go around and just get like one or two sentences. Let's start with Corwin.
I mean, I survey everything, and the first thing I kind of do is take a look at Amir, who I was still kind of flabbergasted knew magic. When were you going to tell me?
You are not able to speak currently. I want to know what's going on in your mind.
Oh, in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm extremely confused because I knew there was some potentially undead bad juju going on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like a magic I've never experienced before.
Noah, what are you thinking?
I wanna go home.
And Amir, what are you thinking?
Amir did such a good job. Desmond I was born for that role. Maybe the director will put me in instead. Is what Amir is thinking immediately.
That's amazing. Tessa, can you give me a perception check, please, before I ask you what you're thinking?
Of course. Ooh. Oh, no.
No.
That's going to be a 7.
Great. So, Tessa, what you do not see in this moment in time is the three of your compatriots almost paralyzed and then beginning to shimmer into invisibility. So they are on this stage, but they are not on this stage. And I would like to know what you are thinking at this moment in time. And you don't see that, but that is what happens around you.
Cool. Before all my comrades start to shimmer and change and go away, Tessa was trying to like calm herself with some deep cleansing breaths that Dr. Gilchrist taught her, and was just like, when we did this in our production, the battle was in silhouette and I just did VO from the wings. I was not prepared for this fight to be so. Where did they get this budget? Where are my friends going? Where are they going? Oh no, please don't go.
So all of you hear all of that. And you realize that while the four of you may not physically be able to interact in this space and in this scene, there is some sort of telepathic connection going on. And Tessa is the only person who is visible standing in the center of this stage. Everyone else give me a quick little perception check as well, because Tessa can't see shit, but maybe you guys can.
I rolled a 24.
16.
14.
Great. So all of you see that Tessa, while she was in that last battle dressed as a soldier, looking a little elven, she has now returned to looking like Andrea. And she is in full Andrea garb, full Andrea makeup, looking quite a bit like Addie again. And I think that's where we're going to end for this session.
Oh, come on.
Smile. I had a feeling that combat was going to take most of the time tonight. I'm going to essentially peek behind the curtain. I'm going to try to as best I can alternate between like more RP heavy and more combat heavy every other session. So this one was definitely a combat heavy one. But we end our scene with Tessa standing in the middle of a castle corridor, all of you receiving the benefits of a short rest, although your other three compatriots are technically nowhere to be seen, though you can hear them in your head.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh.
Rachel seems terrified.
Tess is like, I think it's time for my monologue.
Tess is like, I remember this scene.
Wait a minute.
Awesome. So to wrap up, our next session, again, I should check this before we go live every time. But I'm pretty sure that our next session is Friday the 21st. And that'll probably be roughly same time, 8 p.m.-ish. Until then, tomorrow on AP, we're going to have some more Tailspire with Schlibbity. Actually, Schlibbity and Ben, if you want to pop back in here, show your cute faces, you are more than welcome to. Schlibbity, Ben, and Zeki will be building some more fun shit in Tailspire, maybe some more Opera House stuff, because I know there are a couple more scenes that need to happen. Maybe some other shit. I don't know. They'll figure it out. Wednesday at 5 p.m., we have World of Warcraft. And then Thursday at 8 p.m., Witty, who was on for our Halloween special, is going to be jamming a Dragon Age one-shot, which should be super fun. Everyone, where can people find you? And do you have anything fun going on? Zeki, you can start, even though you're on AP constantly.
I think you covered most of my current things. But you could also find me on A Tale D20, where currently we're doing a really, really awesome multi-viewpoint little mini arc in a Greek-inspired Theros setting, which has been so much fun with our wonderful DM Omar. And other than that, I DM the Natural Ones podcast, where we have some giggles and some goofs. And that's it.
Lovely. Rachel.
Yes, you can find me where the internet is via the handle I am Rachel Quirky. I have a couple podcasts. I Twitch stream live every Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons. Yeah, I'm in an a cappella group if you want to follow them at Choirfly.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I should nap more, but I like making things.
Lovely. Schlib, our wonderful behind the scenes stage manager who did all of the cute little things that you saw going on in Tailspire tonight. Where can folks find you?
Lots of wiggling going on tonight.
So many wiggles.
Howdy,
Lovely.
folks. I'm Schlibbity. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Schlibbity. You can find me on Instagram at Schlibbity. You can find me on Twitter at Schlib, which is with 3 B's. I forgot that it was different. I'm going to be on the Tailspire stream here on this channel tomorrow, right? That's tomorrow?
Yep, that is tomorrow.
Okay,
That's correct.
cool. I did that right. And then on Twitch, I'll be streaming. Let's see, I'm playing Yakuza 4 right now. I'm playing Trombone Champ right now. I'm running through the Monkey Island series again because Return to Monkey Island just dropped, and I'm obsessed. And I don't have a streaming schedule because I'm fucking nuts. So I'm just kind of all over the place with that. And sometimes I write music on stream. That's fun too.
That's super cool. Jake, I know that you're more of the offline type, but do you have anything you would like to plug?
You can find me here roughly every 2 weeks, or in Ohio State's behavioral lab.
Lovely. Omar.
Hello there, I'm Omar, aka Tailweaver from A Tale of D20s. You can find me on the social medias, either my own personal one, That's So Omar, or at A Tale of D20s. We are doing some cool things at Zeki, who has noted before, we do our Theros Gods and Glory that Katie and Ben were part of and was awesome in that continuing story. We are also going releasing more episodes of our podcast series, Descent into the Void. I have been working on getting that edited, so that's on podcast. As well as we're starting up our Shoulda Had a D8. It's our talk show that we've been doing, and I've opened it up to people who are not part of the cast, and we're going to be doing a POC queer interview on how they digital media marketing, how people in the digital media field like get their things out, especially part of the POC and queer community. So you can find all that at our at A Tale of D20 stuff.
That's fantastic. And yeah, everyone go check out A Tale of D20 is super fun. We did a stream on this past Sunday, finishing up part 2 of the little Theros 2-shot that Ben and I were joining in for, and that was just such a blast. You can find me here. Social is at Katie Mara. I will drop that into chat as well. And I am going to, let's raid Balra. Anyone have any last minute things to say before we pop over and raid her?
This was awesome. So much fun.
Thank
I love
you so
it.
much. Yeah,
So much fun.
this set looks so cool.
Oh my God, impressive.
It looks so cool.
Yeah,
Come
I was
here, Pat.
cackling
Come here,
It's
baby.
been a
the entire
lot of
time.
fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Amazing.
Say bye to everybody, Champo.
Oh, bye.
Bye, Champo.
Bye, Champo.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so mad. He's so hungry.
He's so cute. All right. And with that, everyone go say hey to Balra. It looks like she's playing some D&D actually, which is very cool.
Oh, shit.
So we'll see you all next time. We should really have a sign off for this channel. AP, let's go. Okay, bye.
And that's a wrap.
And that's today.
and that's the way the dice roll.
Yeah.
Right?